this will be a first. I'm not used to all that hitting going on, and I brought a cheat sheet out here just so I wouldn't forget anybody. Nola pitched very well. He had runners on base every inning, pitched out of some jams, never lost his composure. That's the thing about him that I like so much. He's just cool, calm, and collected out there, and he does a good job. Struck out 9, gave us what we needed. Had a few too many pitches. I would have liked for him to go one more, but a few too many pitches. Goes without saying, good to see Franco hit a home run. Joseph almost hit a home run, but that was a nice piece of hit. And Paredes, the 3-run home run, glad to see that. He feels good about that. We're happy that he's with us right now. He's going to provide some offense for us. And Rupp got on top of a fastball, really did a good job. Also, I wanted to mention that, Freddie didn't get any hits, but in that first inning, he got the run in from third base. And then he bunted that guy to third, moved the runner over, and those little things lead to runs. And I just want to just give him a shout out to that because it was good to see.
Can I give an example of what you've been waiting for? You say, when the other pitcher makes a mistake, you're going to pound it.
Pretty much, yeah. That's exactly what I'm talking about. That when pitcher gets a ball up in the zone, we want to attack it. And up until today, we haven't seen enough of that. So hopefully this is a start of something big for us. Hopefully we can get it going. I'd like to have a set lineup. I'd like to have certain guys settle in certain spots, and we'll just see how it goes, in the near future.
What's it say about Nola? I mean, he didn't have great command today, but he was able to still battle and get what you guys needed out of him.
I sing his praises all the time. I mean, he just he never loses his composure. First and second with 1 out, they get first and second with second and third with 2 outs, and you would never detect any panic or fear in him. He just wants to, as he said, he executes pitch by pitch. If you make your pitches and you make quality pitches, you're going to be successful, and that's his MO, and that's what he's been doing.
Was it a case of Nola being inconsistent, or were the Brewers just hitting good pitches when they were getting off?
It's hard to say. I'd have to look at the film. From the side, it's tough to see exactly where those pitches are out over the plate. But I've given credit to other pitchers, but I want to give credit to my pitcher and say that the hits that they got were on good pitches.
What we've seen from Franco over the last few days, is this more of what you expect to see going forward from him?
Yeah, he still doesn't look like the same guy we saw early in the season or last year, and little by little he's starting to relax a little bit and not get too big. And I think a game like this where we scored a lot of runs will, obviously help him maintain his composure, if you want to look at it that way. What he needs to do is not get big and strong. He needs to sneak up on the ball and be short and quick.
How much do you think Joseph has benefited from getting everyday at-bats?
Well, he was hitting from the day he got here. So he's hitting the same he was when he first got here. He got a lot of at-bats in AAA, and from day one he looked like a good hitter.
You at least have to establish some kind of middle of the order kind of lineup every day, right?
I would love to. Well, it looks good. Let's put it that way. I like what I see, and we'll just take it day to day, and eventually, hopefully, I'll be able to have a set 3, 4, 5, and Odubel at the top, and the right guy for the 2 hole. I'd like to have a prototypical lineup that I could feel good about.
Do you not think this was just a sort of an average kind of a regular slump that Franco's been dealing with, or you think it's more in his head, or?
It's hard to say. I think when you don't have a lot of hitting going on around you, it's contagious. Just like when guys are hitting, it seems like when everybody's hitting. Or a few guys are hitting, it becomes contagious. When you're not hitting, then maybe, for example, Franco feels like he has to do more because everybody knows that everybody's counting on him. So whether it's for whatever the reason is, he's got to figure out a way to get on track and be consistent with his at-bats. That goes for any player.
Today, Ryan talked about something being thrown at him on the field last night. As his manager, do you worry about player safety and the fact that that fans resort to that? How frustrating and disappointing is that?
Well, I heard about it when I got in the clubhouse. I didn't know about it, but certainly that's dangerous for whoever threw that. That we can't have that happen. You know, of course, I'm concerned for my players' safety. You know, it just can't happen.
Is it disappointing though that fans feel like they have to do that?
Well, it's not. I wouldn't group the fans together. There's always a bad apple in a bunch, and that's all it takes. You know, it just takes one person who does something like that. But I don't want to. I wouldn't define the Philly fans as in general as that type. They're sure they like to win. They're fanatical. You know, they know their baseball, but I'm not gonna put a label on the Philly fans because of one bad apple.
You haven't seen the Cubs up close last week. Now you got them coming in. How do you attack them?
Well, we got to be aggressive. We have to be aggressive as we were today, you know, at the plate. I think our pitching does a good enough job to be able to keep them down. I'm hoping they are, and but at the same time, we got to hit like we did today. Not necessarily scoring 8 runs, but we got to put good at bats together. So that's the goal: to be aggressive hitting wise, and not get behind in the count. If you get a good fastball to hit early in the count, jump all over it. That's what we need to do.
Were you guys aware on the bench that was your first time scoring more than 3 runs in an inning?
Yes, as a matter of fact, Boa mentioned it before the game. He said we haven't scored more than 3 runs in the game, and then when that 4 went up, McLaren he let Boa have it. There's your 3 runs. There's 4 right there, Larry.